The moon will be jumping up into a star constellation that's not really mentioned in mainstream tropical astrology, but it is a part of the 88 star constellations that circle our head every single day, and it's called a Auriga. Also, when it comes to your unique ideas, I'm seeing that we'll be getting a lot of drive and passion being poured into it from this point on. But welcome everybody to Our Sky, Our Story. My name is Kalita Salia. I'm a mother, a real angel, and I do dabble in crypto, so do check out Crypto Angles podcast if you would like to, because crypto is looking a little interesting right now. But do give a like on the video as well if you're here, help you get out a bit. But as I says, I follow the visible sky, and that's how I interpret astrology, because it makes more sense to look at the place where astrology is happening, and that's in the sky, not just a circle drawing and just accepting dates, basically. But there's more videos down below which explains why it just makes a bit more logical sense to me to use the visible sky, because that's where it's happening. But don't believe me, Google it, check for yourself that these are the positions. Grab a calendar, get an astronomy app, because if you are new here, you may think that we were already in Pisces season, but we've literally just entered it. Was it yesterday? So yeah, do check all of that out anyway. But for those who are new, the way this video goes, we look at the transits that's happening for the cycle. We then look at the moon transit. We then clarify with some tarot. Oh, yeah, with some tarot. And we come back to the present moment, because the present moment is all that matters. So, some interesting movements. And as I says, if you are new here, we've got other star constellations that the luminaries travel through. We follow Child over here, and as you can see, this is Aquila. And if you are interested in the calendar, we do have all of them at the back, all of the extra constellations that the major luminaries transit through. But let's get into the transits that's happening this cycle. So we are on the last month of the old calendar before this one starts in April. So we've got a little bit to go. I've had to use, you'll see my temperature written down on this calendar, because my other one, this is my one that I use. My son vomited on the one that I use for my videos. You just vomit all over it, so it's ruined. So I've just had to use my personal one. And did you know, like for ladies, check your temperature and then you know when you're ovulating. So I'm ovulating right now. When your temperature goes up a bit higher, and today was 36.5, so I'm in my ovulation. So yeah, like birth control and stuff is not needed when you know your body. But anyway, side mission right there. We're going from the 17th to the 23rd, and as you can see, we've got two transits happening, and we've also got the spring equinox. So we have Mars as well as Fortuna entering into Aquarius on the 19th. So we just put Mars and Fortune, and they're both going into Aquarius on the 19th. Now, when it comes to Fortuna, it has been doing a little dance in between Aquarius and Capricorn, but that's because it was traveling underneath, like above Capricorn's back and in between Aquarius's arm. But now we're officially moving into Aquarius as well as Mars. So we'll do Fortune first, because Fortune, it's quite simple. It represents what you will be fortunate and prosperous in. So you being within this energy, it will bring fortune and prosperity to you on your journey. Basically, it may not start there and then instantly, but you operating in that journey will create like a chain reaction in your life to bring the fortune and prosperity that you deserve. Okay, so you operating in this Aquarius energy will bring in that fortune and prosperity for you. So doing a quick synchronization here, Saturn is also in Aquarius as well as Venus, but Saturn is the major one I want to focus on, because that is something we've been spending a lot of time on. Saturn representing time, so it's this Aquarian energy we've naturally been spending a lot of time on. anyway. So when it comes to you still operating in that very thing you've been spending time on, I'm gonna say throughout the whole of 2023, or the majority of 2023, what you've been working on, cultivating, and things of that nature, your unique idea, basically, whatever that has been, especially if you've felt highs and lows during this time, having to be disciplined, consistent, and constantly show up, you just being in that energy will bring fortune and prosperity. And I feel as Mars is coming in there, Mars representing our drive and our passion, that flame may be sparked back up for you. So again, this is why I feel if you have been kind of up and down, back and forth with certain things and working on certain things and things of that nature, I do feel that flame is definitely coming back. We're going to get the drive, the energy, our passions will come like a flame back into this very thing we've been spending a lot of time on, your unique idea, this element that you've been working on to give back, because Aquarius is the water bearer. So water is giving in nature. It's like you're giving life back in a certain way. So this could be your career path, any projects that you're working on, your business, anything like that, any products and things of that nature. Something we've been spending a lot of time on where we want to, our own unique idea to give back in a certain way. So we've naturally been spending a lot of time on most likely putting in consistent effort on your part. And if you have been feeling on and off, I do feel as Mars enters there, and it will be in there for a minute. When does it transit? Let's take a look in the new calendar, because it won't be... My son did vomit on this one as well, you know, but I... because of the material of this calendar, it's quite a good quality, but you heard a little stick there. It was easily wipe offable, if that makes sense. So I just wiped it off, but the other one was a bit ruined. But anyway, when's Mars transiting again? Is it not in April? Okay, so it's in May. See, it's in May 2024. It's transiting. So this is telling me we've got this drive and our passion, this drive and passion towards this unique idea, that the flame will be in us up until May. So if you naturally feel like, yeah, I've got the energy now to continue working on this, I can see a bit more how it could go, and you know, your drive and your passion will be reignited. So just trust it. If you are going in that direction, definitely trust it. And as that passion just blooms, that fire in you blooms up, you just being in this energy anyway, where your passion and drive is supporting it, it will just naturally bring fortune and prosperity your way. And as I says, it's this thing that you've literally been spending a lot of time on, what you've had to be disciplined and consistent in. Yeah, because Saturn is the father that rewards once you prove yourself. So it's like this very thing, this reward may be coming soon. It may be coming soon before it starts to retrograde or something. We'll see. But I do feel that our drive and passion anyway will be ignited, and I feel it will just bring up more of, give us more energy towards this very thing, and it will naturally bring fortune and prosperity your way. So that's what I'm seeing with the transits happening this cycle. And again, I find this super interesting as we are having our spring equinox. So it's officially spring now, people. When the sun moved into Pisces, that's when it kind of officially begins, and then it's confirmed 100% on the spring equinox, and spring is here. Yay, spring is here. So the new year's officially beginning. It's beginning. So I find it interesting when life is coming back to life, nature's coming back to life as spring, you know, it just grows. We're getting this new fire, this new passion on literally how to give our unique idea, and it's bringing fortune our way. So that's what I'm seeing with there. But let's look into the moons now. So the moon is having a little dance. It starts on the 17th of March in Gemini. And then still on the 17th. So it does start in Gemini. It jumps up into a Auriga. You know, it took me so long to figure out, and I'm probably pronouncing it wrong. So if anyone knows the full pronunciation of this, do let me know. But I'm seeing a Auriga. Yeah, a Auriga. So it starts in Gemini. It spends most of the day in a Auriga, and then it dips back down into Gemini at the end of the day. So it's literally late at night, close to midnight, it goes back into Gemini. So it is spending most of the day in a Auriga. So let's do the other moons and then we'll talk about that. So then after, on the 19th, we have a Cancer moon. And then we finish off with a Leo moon. So, as I says, following the visible sky, this isn't really, I'd like us to work together here. I'm seeing this all as an experiment. Okay, I just felt more connected to the actual visible sky, and I just noticed there was more synchronicities and more connections, more reflections basically of what was happening in the sky was happening in my life, and that it was different to mainstream astrology. I'd be expecting some things and it's just like, oh wait, that's not happening though with mainstream tropical Western astrology. But when I started looking at nature, what we're under, we are a reflection of the stars. The stars mirror us. We are the stars of our own show. The world is a stage. This is the show. So I feel like, just a bit of vulnerability here, I don't know all the answers. I don't know. I feel this is more of an experiment, more of a theory testing of paying attention to where the luminaries are truly moving to, and paying attention to how our emotions and our energy move us. So I don't fully know. I'm going to say my opinion on what this energy could bring, but ultimately I would really like you on Sunday to pay attention. Pay attention to what comes up next Sunday. And it's also a first quarter moon on Sunday. So we're getting on the Sunday the exact energy of logic, reason, and intuition. Basically, it's because when the moon is fully illuminated, you can go more off just how you feel, gut feelings and things of that nature, confirmation. But when it isn't illuminated, when it's more of the new moon, your emotions are moved by more logic and reason, something that has to make sense to you. But it's right in the middle, so I feel our emotions, our energy will be put in motion on this Auriga moon. It will be moving in balance, I'm seeing, not too much one side or fully the other side. Our energy will be moving in balance, I'm seeing, of masculine and feminine energies, how your energy moves you, and it's in this Auriga. So do pay attention, and please come back, and I will mention it on my other video, in my next video. Where will it be? The 21st of March, to kind of, I will share my perspective as well, or I may go live on the 23rd, you know, and we can fully discuss it. And I would really like you, like a conversation, if you can join me on Saturday, and we can talk about it, how this has impacted us. Does it impact us? Is there nothing at all? So we'll see. But from my opinion, what I'm kind of seeing, a Auriga was a goat herder, herder of animals, basically horses. In one mythology it's horses, in another one it's like goats and training them and things of that nature. Yeah, being their herder, being their herder, like a herder of sheep, a herder of, and things like that. So it's kind of like what I'm seeing, especially because we're coming from this Gemini moon. So our emotions are moving us in the Gemini energy initially of how we're exchanging our energy. So we're having this energy exchange. So you may be more sociable at that time, or you may open up and just talk a bit more round about this time, Sunday. And then it jumps up into a Auriga, which is like this herder of people. I'm going to say people. I'm going to put it to people, this herder of people. So I'm wondering if our emotions will move us in a way of exchanging our energy in a way to guide people, help people, yeah, to guide and help people. Something may come up along them lines, but like I said, I feel it's good to observe this one and then we can talk about it. So yeah, we can talk about it, but let me draw it for you so you can see what it's like in the sky. So you've got, I'm not going to draw how the stars look, I'm just going to write it. But you've got Taurus here in the zodiac wheel, and then you have Gemini here. You've got Orion here. Underneath Gemini and Taurus, and you have a Auriga here. Just above them. So as we moved from the Taurus moon at the end of this cycle, it's going to be the moon clearly then jumps up, like it's like it went into Gemini and then it just went up and comes down. It's like it's doing something like that. So that's kind of what I'm seeing. So pay attention to what comes up. Do let me know if this is interesting, and if you've heard this before. Have you heard this before? But ultimately, instead of just guessing, oh, it could be like this, could be like that, pay attention to how your energy moves you on the 17th of March. And we'll then discuss it, okay? We will discuss it. But then, of course, as it moves from a Auriga, we our emotions, the way we feel about things, getting both an equal side of logic and reasoning and trusting our feelings, probably based on how to help guide people. This feeling, this spark may come in as it goes up in there. And when it dips back down into Gemini, we then would know, and the moon is getting more illuminated, so we can trust more of our gut feeling, our instincts and things of that nature. We'll then probably have a deeper feeling about how we're exchanging our energy. Okay, that could come up after our emotions are being moved in this area right there. We may have a deeper knowing, deeper feeling, deeper gut instincts of, okay, this is how I'm ready to communicate and exchange my energy. Because Gemini is fueled by Mercury, which is all about energy exchange. And I do feel this whole energy exchange after this happens with a Auriga, it's like that may impact our drive and our passion. Once we know, like, yep, okay, that may be a spark for how our drive and passion would be on this thing, on how we want to give back our unique idea in some way that we've been spending a lot of time on. We may begin to know how to guide people, help them. I don't want to say herd them, not like they're sheep, but just taking the mythology of it and applying it to our life. It's kind of like that guidance, that leadership, and that may spark this drive and passion. It may be like, yeah, I know what to do now. So we've just got to observe that, of course. But once our feelings, emotions are being moved by, okay, we're exchanging it in this way, after you now know, then moves into Cancer on the same day as Mars and Fortune enter Aquarius. So it's like Our emotions then move into what is truly important to us from this energy exchange. After this energy exchange, after this realization potentially of equal energies on how to probably help guide people in your personal field that you're more an expert in, we then recognize what is truly important, what is so important you want to protect, being that Cancer hard shell, to protect but to nurture so it can grow. And again, I feel this falls into this drive and passion just being sparked back up, and ultimately it's bringing in this fortune, or potentially based on how you want to help people. It's going to be interesting. It's a theory. We're going to test it out. Okay, so do come back. And then after we then know our emotions are moving us in, like, yeah, this is what I want to grow and nurture, what your drive and passion has started to bring back up, your emotions are then moving you in a way to nurture this Aquarius energy. Yeah, to nurture this Aquarius energy, to cultivate it, to grow it, and things of that nature. And it's like, once knowing that is important to you, our emotions are then moving us confidently in doing so. So it is going to be really interesting, this cycle, on what comes up at the beginning of the cycle. You notice I don't say the word week, I say cycle, because yeah, words are spells. But anyway, that is what I'm seeing. But let's tap into the tarot to clarify mainly this Auriga energy. And do let me know if this was interesting, if you found something new. Do give a thumbs up on the video, drop a comment, leave an emoji, you know, help your girl out. Let's tap into the tarot now. I forgot to say deep breath, but take a breath and then exhale. So, oh gosh, triangle. Yeah, it's all interesting. Let's just give it a little shuffle. How is everyone doing though? Is everyone okay? Both of my children are ill. I don't know what I'm doing here. Both my children are ill, so I'm just feeling a little tired myself. Yeah, I'm feeling just, mama's a bit tired. A little bit tired, but okay. Sorry, I literally just covered the camera and itched my nose. But anyway. Oh, okay. Can we... What's happening this cycle? What is happening this cycle with Mars and Fortune? Can we clarify or get more confirmation on what's happening this cycle with Mars and Fortune going into Aquarius, as well as this Auriga moon? What is coming with this Auriga moon? You know, I was shuffling this so well earlier, and then now I'm just like, it's because I'm not in the best position. Hold on. Are there like lessons on how to shuffle? They do flip at times, but right, come on. Let's go. What's going on this cycle? 17th to 23rd of March. Wagwan, fam. What's going on? So, we had the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. We had the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. So, oh. We also had the Two of Cups in reverse. It's going to be an interesting cycle. We may actually feel a bit weak this week. But we'll see. We'll see. I saw the Magician quickly. Probably won't have that much to spend. Oh gosh, what is happening this cycle? Can you clarify? We've got a lot of reversals, so there's not really a connection. We've got probably a message coming through with the swords, but it's 8 of swords. Can we clarify? 8 of swords, 9 of pentacles, and 2 of cups. Clarify this for me. I feel something may come in quickly. An idea, maybe? I feel something may come in quickly. Oh, 2 came out. Something new. We do have another sword. It's quite a lot there, but I'm quite interested in this. I feel there's some messages. There's something new coming in. But we do have sword energy. One more. I'm just feeling one more to clarify all of this. So 10 of pentacles quickly. Oh, didn't really flip out. We'll try it. We'll go again. Is this how you shuffle? I think I'm getting a little better. Oh, fascinating. This is fascinating. Really fascinating. Bottom of the deck was Ace of Pentacles. I feel whatever is coming in or begins, we may not feel like we've got a lot to spend, and we may not feel that way. We may feel there isn't a connection coming in, but definitely something new is coming in. I feel it's coming in quickly with the 10 of Wands, but we do have some sword energy, so I'm seeing a message potentially, but ultimately, above it all, you're the star on this new journey. This doesn't happen often. This is why I'm paying attention to it, because it's not like every cycle, every 28-day cycle, it jumps into a Auriga, just like we get our Cetus watery dip. Sometimes it doesn't dip into Cetus, but most times it does. So this is interesting, but let's clarify all of this. I'm going to do the swords first. So we had the 8 of swords and 4 of swords, both upright. So what's that saying? Oh, I'm fasting today until sunset. I'm going to have injera, which is my favorite food. It's Ethiopian. But anyway, 4 of swords. We've got repose, contemplation, taking a new approach, coming to terms with things, finding some space, slowing down, having a break. Interesting. Contemplation. After this. That's interesting. We'll see the 8 of swords. Oh gosh, a bit of self-sabotage may come in. Powerlessness, feeling trapped, waiting to be rescued, feeling victimized, floundering in feeling, bound by your illusions. Oh, this is probably why a break is needed. That's probably why a break is needed, and to contemplate certain things. You may feel like I'll be honest, I can't really say at what point of the cycle these energies will come in. So you just have to pay attention to your own life. But I do feel if you are in this waiting energy, self-sabotaging yourself, being a bit slow at things, and this could well be at the beginning of the cycle, then it's like this, you need to contemplate. Contemplation will come, because we can't stay in this 8 of swords energy. This contemplation as well may come, because I feel something may come in quite quickly. So this contemplation may come up, especially if a connection comes in. you may just be in this contemplating energy, because this is in reverse. Yeah, so you may be contemplating something. Let's do the 9 of Pentacles and then the 10 of Wands. So 9 of Pentacles. Oh gosh, so it is in reverse. So it's about accomplishment, self-reliance, having comfortable lifestyle, enjoying the finer things of life, being responsible, financial or material resourcefulness, and enjoying the finer things of life. So interesting. We're not in that energy. Or we potentially won't be in that energy. I'm so sorry for keep putting my hand in front of the camera. My arm, not in my hand, is my whole motherfucking arm. But we may not feel too accomplished this cycle, which makes sense because we're in this contemplating energy. This new energy is coming in, and if that comes in and we get inspiration, we may feel like it's something that we'll then need to act upon from how our emotions move us. So it wouldn't have happened yet. That's why we're not in this what was it, accomplishment energy. So we may have to be a bit more tighter on our coins as well, because we're not in this accomplishment energy, because we're in contemplation mode, moving out of what was this again? I can't remember. This victim mentality, waiting to be saved, basically sabotaging yourself. So that's why there may be some sabotage. That's why there's not accomplishment here, putting us into this contemplation energy, and taking a new approach to something, just like the Fool is getting ready to go on a new journey. It's getting ready to go on a new journey. So let's just clarify the cups. So the 2 of Cups is connection, attraction, moving closer, sexual attraction, establishing a bond, declaring a truce, putting the past behind you. So I feel that there's just no bonds coming. There's no connections. Or if someone comes in, if someone does come in, the connection just won't really happen this cycle, even if someone does come in, because I feel it's just getting past. We don't really, we're probably in this waiting to be saved energy of self-sabotaging. If someone comes in at this point, you may think that they're going to save you, and then this is why it's just like, no, you need to be in you need a new approach to something. And I feel, again, this new approach may be sparked by this, and the drive and the passion going into this, entering a new approach, starting a new journey. And because because we may not feel accomplished and things of that nature, we may not really want this connection anyway. So 10 of Wands and then the Star, and we'll come back to the present moment. So, oh gosh, it's a tough one. Uphill struggle, heavy burdens, feeling you are to blame, resigned to being a workhorse, taking on too much, struggling with workload, feeling accountable. Ooh, yeah. Okay, so, ooh, interesting. I feel what may spark from this is going to be ideas where you'll be working a lot, and you may get tired. But still trust this idea that's coming in. You trust the idea that's coming in. I feel it's something, whatever sparks here and here, this drive and passion, you're going to have to put work into it. And it may spark up. You may be in contemplation mode, because you're feeling like, oh, I'm not really accomplished, don't really have any connections. You need to come out of this mentality of self-sabotaging yourself. So it's really time, I'll put these over there, it's really time to contemplate on a new way, take a different approach to something. So if it's an emotional cycle and you may potentially feel weak, you may potentially feel weak this cycle, focus on taking a new approach. That's what I'm going to say. Come out of victim mentality. You may, what is sparked up in you may be more work to do, and you may even feel a bit overwhelmed. That could come up. But in all of this, if you're feeling overwhelmed, take a new approach for this new journey. It's like a new journey is ready. Ultimately, you are the star. As I says, the star of your own show. We are a reflection, as above, so below. So it may be a physically draining cycle as we fully enter into the new year. But you're the star. So take a new approach and enter this new journey. Yeah? That's what I'm seeing. And I feel it just may be sparked up by what comes up with this energy exchange. Because it's still a bit about energy exchange. You kind of helping, herding, say herding, but guiding, helping people, how you feel about that, the direction you'd like to go within this energy exchange, which may come across as like uphill, like, oh, I'm just going uphill, got a lot of work to do, basically, which makes you not feel accomplished in what you're doing. You may need to be a bit more cautious on the coins that you spend. But yeah. Oh, I smell something brewing. But the star, I feel even after all of this, you're gonna be inspired, because the star is about inspiration, ideal love, truth revealed, realization of a dream. Insight and self-belief are essential for happiness. Seeing the light, finding peace within, feeling generous. Now, I find this interesting that this came up last after all of these. So I do feel the journey that you're going to go through, that we're all going to go through potentially this cycle, may start off quite tough. But in that, after this contemplation energy and taking a new approach, you're going to be inspired. Inspiration will come from probably the trials that come this cycle. Okay. And you'll realize something for this new journey that is getting ready to begin. For this fortune to activate, the thing you've probably been spending a lot of time on, but you're taking a new approach to it. Taking a new approach. Oh, that was, I felt just like an intense energy. How could I put it without sounding woo-woo hippie? But I did feel a bit of intense and then relief. So pay attention to what comes up this cycle ultimately, especially on the 17th. And ultimately, if it comes to your unique idea, if you're thinking of something and you feel like, man, I need to take another approach to it, then listen to yourself. Because I feel this, whatever you change, coming out of this victim mentality, waiting to be rescued, self-sabotaging yourself, probably, not having any connections of any sort, realization comes. And then maybe even love, because ideal love is in there. Ideal love for your life, your lifestyle, partners, family, friends, could be anything. But I do feel it's this new approach will be the key. So if you pay attention to how you feel this cycle, and especially if you feel like I need to take a new approach, and especially if them ideas and feelings come to you, then listen to it. Yeah, because it's giving you're the star of this journey. Okay? You are the star of this journey. So, let's come back to the present moment now. Take a deep breath with me. And exhale. So, there's not much in the present moment except the moon. And I do know where the moon is because Mama's fasting. So, I aim to fast when the moon is in my sun sign, because that is meant to be good. I could have definitely done better, but you know, we do our best. So yeah, the moon is in Aries. Supposedly it's meant to be quite good to fast when you do that, just for 2 days. So that's what I've attempted. I'm going to break my fast later today with some injera and well, some fruit first and then some injera a bit later. So the moon is in Aries. So pay attention to how you feel today. How did you feel yesterday? Especially if you just felt a bit renewed in an idea, then trust that because it will continue today until it moves later. Tonight or this evening, I believe it moves into Taurus. So, probably when you watch this, it will be in Taurus actually. So it will be in Taurus. So essentially, how your energy has been moving you, especially if you felt just rejuvenated, this new flame, this Aries fire flame for a certain thing. I have personally, I've been putting a bit more effort in my work and things of that nature. Well, we're now, our emotions will move us into a new toroidal field, so then begin to attract new experiences to us. So see how you feel, how your emotions feel about your six senses and what you find valuable, what you want to interact with in the hologram. That may come up from tonight into Saturday night. Yeah, tonight till Saturday night. But do let me know. Please come back with me on my live when I go live to discuss how this was for us. Okay, I'd love to see you there so we could have a conversation. And yeah, with that being said, do give a like on the video, help your girl out again, please, and grab a calendar. If you use a code, you can get 10% off. It is super cool. Get 10% off. It's available on Etsy and my TikTok shop, but the discount's only available on Etsy. So I'd probably grab it from there, really. But it's lovely. I do offer birth chart readings as well, if you would like. And yeah, with that being said, catch Crypto Angles podcast and I'll see you in the next video. Angel out. Bye.